T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Fred Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, hell would not have him.
You are all my children now.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today, well, shit, it's Wednesday. It's the night before the holidays. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm sorry, I was just watching a clip from Planes, Trains. I swear to God, that's hilarious. I got about 2 minutes before I can say it without, YouTube jumping on me for cussing in my first 5 minutes. So I'll go ahead and save that for a minute. Man, what's up, you guys? It is the night before Thanksgiving. Whether you celebrate it or not, at least if you don't celebrate, it's the night before a day off, right? So I love this holiday coming up. I love it's food and football. Whether you celebrate it or not, like, it's food and football, and that is freaking amazing. Like, that touches my heart. It absolutely touches my heart. Michael, what do you like? Well, I like food and football. Well, we have a holiday for you. Guess what? It's Thanksgiving. You're going to get great food, and we're going to have football on all day. Of course, the Bengals aren't playing, but it's fine. They would have just pissed me off anyway. You know what I mean? So it's fine. But let me see who I got in the chat tonight, at least to start, and we'll get started. There is definitely one thing that I do want to talk a little bit about. It's not like I have an agenda for tonight. This was just to hang out with you guys on this fantastic evening. But there is one thing that I really didn't have a chance to bring up Sunday because it didn't fit the narrative of the show. But I do want to bounce this off you guys just to see what you think, because I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of I don't know what I think about it yet, but we'll get to that in just a freaking minute. Let's see who I have in the chat for tonight. Let's see here. We've got Russell Dorsey is in the chat saying this is going to be interesting. Can't wait for the horror hangout thug life. Let's get this party started. See you all tonight. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Helps the channel. Yes, Russell, what is up, my man? I hope you are doing well. Great to have Russell back. Everybody, if you haven't welcomed Russell back in the chat, make sure you do so, man. We missed you, buddy. Great to have you back. And yes, thank you for that. Make sure if you haven't hit that like button, please do so. It helps out the channel. Melissa the Wild Card is in the chat saying I'll be on at 9:30. My Survivor is on from 8 to 9:30. I got you. I really don't know what that is, but I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you here in a little bit. Let me remove this off of here. Okay. Let's see. Jerry Wilson in the chat saying, hello, Michael. This will be a fun one. Happy Thanksgiving, Movies and Beyond family. There will be no leftovers. You are right, Jerry. What is up, my man? I hope you're doing well, sir. I hope you're doing well, getting ready for the holidays. Hell yeah. Hello, Jerry. I love that. I still need to clip that from Seinfeld. Hello, Jerry. And he's also saying, please stab that like button. Yes. Again, another one of you guys stepping up there, reminding me, hit that like button, you guys. It helps me out. Big time, big time. And James has entered the chat. The Shape is in the chat saying, hi, folks. It's time for more horror. Dude, it is time for some more horror or anything you guys want to talk about tonight. Pretty much an open platform tonight. Throw it up there and we'll get into it if I have any knowledge on the subject. If I don't, I'll tell you I don't. You know how I am. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't. I have no idea what that is. Flat out, I will tell you. What's up, James? I hope you're having a great day, sir. I hope you're having a great day. Jerry also saying, consider joining Movies and Beyond on Patreon. Yes, and provides a link below. Thank you for that, Jerry. That's how we keep the lights on over here at Movies and Beyond between that and channel members. Thank you so much for that plug, Jerry. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want to check out Patreon, Jerry has provided the link. There's some additional content over there that I can't really do here on YouTube. So if you do like this channel and you do want to see more, Patreon is a great place to do so. Thank you, Jerry. Russell's also saying happy early Thanksgiving, everyone. No leftovers indeed. Let's get this party started. Thug Life. What is up, man? What is going on? Mr. Rick is in the chat as well saying happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Tonight should be really fun. Oh, baby. Thug Life. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Rick. What is up, my man? I hope you are having a fantastic day. Let me see where we're at. Val from Val's Views is in the chat as well. The General is in the chat, and the General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Michelle is in the chat as well, saying hi, everyone. What's up, Michelle? I hope you're having a great day today. Always good to see you here. Let's see. The Marvel and DC Marshland saying, hey, how's it going? What's up? What is going on? A name I haven't seen here yet before, but I can dig that. What is going on? I hope you are doing well and welcome to the channel. Paula is in the chat as well saying, nice seeing everyone. Nice to see you too, Paula. I hope you are having a fantastic day today. Always good to see you here. Michelle is saying the parade is my favorite. I didn't even mention the parade. Yes, there is a parade tomorrow. Thanksgiving Day parade. It is tomorrow. Definitely. Val is saying my Packers play tomorrow. Yeah, it's usually like the Packers, the Cowboys, the Lions. You know, it's like Thanksgiving has that there are certain teams that play on Thanksgiving, and then there are certain teams that don't. I think in the Cincinnati Bengals history, we played on Thanksgiving one time. Like we don't ever get that. It's probably because we suck. I mean, let's tell the truth here. It's like America's not saying we want more Bengals, you know. So it's the bigger name teams definitely get it. And the Packers, yeah, hell yeah, they play tomorrow. That's awesome. I'm sure the Lions and the Cowboys will play too, for sure. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat as well saying, what's up, everyone? Happy Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day to you, Jeff. Always good to see you here, my friend. I hope you are doing well. I hope you guys are getting ready for the holiday tomorrow. Paula's saying, I love the parade. You know, it has been a while since I have watched the parade. I'll be honest. I haven't watched it in a while. Maybe I'll check it out tomorrow. Maybe I will check it out tomorrow. Michelle is saying we watch the parade, traditional movies, and football. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's America. No, I mean that is freaking awesome though. Hell yeah, that is super cool. Let's see. Where are we at here? Sorry guys, kind of lost my place here for a second. Mr. Rick throwing this out here too. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Paula is saying, I'm listening to Survivor now, enjoying all the nice podcasts tonight. That's super cool. That is super cool. Let's see. I think that I'm missing stuff here. I don't know if StreamYard is pushing everything over because I'm not seeing some stuff. Oh, it's fine. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Mr. Rick is saying I had a rough couple days. That you do me a good. Thank you, Mr. Rick, dude. Here's the thing, man. Like, and this goes to everybody. If we all go through it. You know what I mean? And we do. We have our good days. We have our bad days. But the fact that whether you're having a good day or a bad, that you guys hang out here with me, that means the world to me. It does. I love all of you guys. That's why I'm doing a stream tonight. I want to make sure that we're hanging out before the holidays because there is no stream Friday. I've said that for the last, a week or so since we've been on here. And, enjoy your holidays. You know what? Whatever you got to do to enjoy the holidays, make sure that you guys have a fantastic holiday weekend. And like I said, it's football and food. Like I'm so excited. I can't even explain it. Like I love Thanksgiving so much. Mr. Rick is also saying, and I can't wait for Black Christmas. Yes, Black Christmas. Okay, we are going to do that next week. It will either be Wednesday or Thursday. I will definitely put that out for sure on which day it's going to be and the time. The time will probably be 9 p.m. More than likely, and I will definitely get that out on Sunday's show, so you guys have a few days and know a few days in advance. Yes, if you are a Patreon member or a channel member, we are going to watch Black Christmas next week. Black Christmas was the winning movie. We spun the wheel. Everybody threw their selections in. We spun the wheel. It landed on the original Black Christmas. So we are going to watch that next week. All the channel members and Patreon members. If you are not a channel member or a Patreon member and you would like to partake, you can either click the join button down below to become a channel member, or you can go over to Patreon where Jerry provided the link a little earlier and you could sign up over there. Very, very low cost and everything, and you will be able to partake in that event with all of us to watch Black Christmas. It's probably been about, I would say probably about 8 months since I've seen Black Christmas, but I really enjoyed that one, and I like that it's not super fresh in my mind, so I'll get to go in and kind of I very much enjoy that. Not that I haven't seen it in a little while, so I'm excited about that. Jerry Wilson has hit 9-month status on his membership, and he says 9 months. Wow, love it here. Happy Thanksgiving. Jerry, dude, you are the man, my friend. Congratulations on 9 months at Movies and Beyond. It's amazing, dude. Thank you for everything that you do here. Trust me, it does not go unnoticed. And congratulations, man. Love having you here, and I love that you've been a channel member and supporting Movies and Beyond for 9 months now. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, my friend. And happy Thanksgiving to you too. And Jerry has also gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Actually, Jerry has gifted 2 Movies and Beyond memberships. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Hopefully, people got those. Like, I don't have YouTube up as well, so I can't see right now who got the memberships, but hopefully they will enjoy them, and hopefully they'll join us on the Black Christmas watching that we do later this week. All right, and thank you so much, Jerry. Thank you. Let's see. James is saying, hi, Michael. Had some trouble with my crappy route. Dude, I'm sorry about that, James. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And yes, I've actually, believe it or not, I'm actually having computer problems tonight. So my computer shut down on me at 8:53. I'm not even lying to you guys. It totally shut down. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. So I restarted everything and I got it going. we're broadcasting as far as I can tell. People are talking to me, so that's good. Hopefully I make it through the whole stream. I do need to kind of figure out what happened there, because it doesn't make any sense the way that it crashed on me. And it's a little disappointing because this computer isn't even a year old. It's a great computer, but yet this is the second time that I'm having issues with it in less than a year. So I'm not very happy with that. But you know what? We'll get to it. I'll figure it out. I always do. But James, I'm sorry you're having some trouble over there as well. It's probably everybody's online right now because everybody's off for the holidays. That's what I'm telling myself in my mind anyway. We'll go with that. Mr. Rick is saying, I kind of said that wrong. I meant to say this would do me some good. Well, dude, I hope it does do you some good, man. It does me some good to sit here and hang out with you guys. You know what I mean? So I really hope that it does, my friend. And hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're here, dude. Definitely glad you're here. Paula says, ready for the last season of Stranger Things. Oh, Paula, you have no idea how ready I am for Stranger Things to come back. That isn't something that I've really gotten into too much on this channel, is Stranger Things. And it's not because I don't want to talk about it. I do, but I'm also trying to avoid spoilers. This is the last season. I'm not diving into anything. I'm not looking for information that's leaking online. I don't want to see stuff ahead of time. I want to watch. I love Stranger Things, Paula. I'm a huge fan of Stranger Things. I have a lot of theories of what may happen, but like I said, I don't really want to get into it too terribly much because I don't want anything spoiled for me. We live at a time where people like to just throw out stuff to where it's just like, well, I heard that so-and-so died. And it's just like, are you freaking serious? I don't want any spoilers for it. But when it does come out and it is getting close, you damn right we're going to talk about Stranger Things, Paula. You are damn right we're going to talk about Stranger Things. Hell yeah. Huge fan. Very ready for Stranger Things. Russell saying Black Christmas 74 is great. It is great, man. It is great. I love that movie, dude. And one of the things about that movie too, it was one of the first movies. Now I know I've said this about a few movies, but it's in the same realm as them. The first time I saw the original Black Christmas, it did scare the hell out of me. And it was just one scene in particular. Kind of like I talk about Friday the 13th part 3, where Jason is in that window and he's clawing at the window, looking at her in the boat, the little dream sequence they had. Yeah. Similarly, in the original Black Christmas, when he comes running down those stairs screaming, as a little kid, that was terrifying to me. Like that left a mark, to where there was a good amount of years there where I didn't really know what that movie was, but I knew that it scared me. And then when I saw, Black Christmas, I was like, oh shit, I've seen this movie. Oh shit, this is that movie that scared the hell out of me. Yeah, so I really, really enjoyed Black Christmas. And, seeing it when I got a little older, I could appreciate it for really what it was, to how well the acting was done in that movie. So hell yeah, man. Definitely looking forward to Black Christmas next week for sure. Let's see. Russell's also asking in the chat, when is the season of Stranger Things? So like, dude, I actually looked that up yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. Recently, we'll say recently, I looked it up. You know how my mind is. It's still rocking the 78 body here, so the brain's getting a little tired. But all it was telling me was 2025. No like ideas of when it might be. So the thing that does concern me with it though, and I guess they do it for a reason. You remember last season came out the last season, not like last year, but the last season that came out, it came out in 2 parts. Well, Cobra Kai came out in 3 parts. That's how they're delivering, the final season of Cobra Kai. And I'm really hoping that they don't do 3 parts for Stranger Things. Now, granted, it will make it longer, so we'll get to enjoy it longer. But I'm kind of hoping that it does come out as a 2-parter like the previous season, like season 4 did. But I have a feeling, that's all I'm gonna say is I have a feeling it's probably gonna come out, as a 3-parter like Cobra Kai. So we'll see. 2025, at least it's not 2026. So we are getting closer for sure. Yeah, Paula throws us out next year. Mayan is in the chat as well, saying hello, Michael and Movies and Beyond fam. What's up, Mayan? What is going on? I hope you're having a great holiday eve here. Always good to see you here, my friend. Always, always, always good to see you here. All right. Michelle is saying, since you love Thanksgiving so much, you won't mind when we host Thanksgivy in a few years and invite everyone. Hell yeah, man, let's do it. Football on the screen. Michael's got food. Let's do it. That'd be freaking amazing. I would love that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Don't mind that one freaking bit. It would be freaking amazing. Oh, James is saying sometimes tech sucks, dude. Tech sucks when it doesn't work, James. You know what I mean? Like, you are not lying, my friend. Like, I was beside myself. Like, I had everything set up. I had to like throw it together last minute to try to get out here. You guys almost got like no intro or anything. I was just gonna pop up like, hello, this is different. You know, like, is this on? Click, 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 click. You know, but it worked out. But yeah, James, I hear you, brother. I do. I love it, but at the same time, sometimes it's the bane of my existence. Oh, let's see here. Russell, have you heard anything on Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 and Reacher Season 3? Okay, here's what I know. And I read this like a month ago, and we're talking about Monarch here, Russell. Season 2 coming soon. Like that's really all they gave me for that. And everybody's coming back. I do know that, and I want to say it's 2025. I will have to double check that. Like I said, this was a little while ago that I read this, but I was very excited about it. You guys know I love the MonsterVerse, even though I wasn't a huge fan of Kong X or Godzilla X Kong. I do own the movie because I collect things, and I even own the bad ones. But yes, I am definitely looking forward to this. Big Kurt Russell fan. So this actually, I wouldn't have seen this as soon as I did if it weren't for you, Russell, because you let me know, like, dude, you got to check this out. And I did, and I absolutely loved it. So I am looking forward to it. I may need a recap, watch the last episode of last season before we get started again, just to refresh everything for me. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. As for Reacher, I do know they're talking about the story that they're going to use. But as far as I know, they haven't even started filming yet. So if I had to guess on this one, Russell, I'd probably say this one is a 2026 for Reacher Season 3. You know, they like to take their time in between them. But I enjoy them. I enjoy the Reacher series. Last season probably wasn't as good as the first season, but I mean, the first season was awesome. So I'll definitely take it. So if I had to guess, Russell, with Reacher Season 3, I would have to say 2026 on that one. But I'll definitely look into it and let you know for sure. Mayan is saying 20 likes. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You haven't hit that like button yet? Do so. Do so on this holiday hangout. Like, it's like a holiday hangout. Maybe I should have named it like Holiday Hangout Q&A, right? One of these days, though, and I was actually talking to Michelle the other day about this, and she's like, when you going to just do a pop-up where you just pop up out of nowhere? I might do that. You guys better pay attention and turn on those notifications, because I'm not even going to make a thumbnail. I'm just going to pop up like, what are you guys doing? What's going on? What's everybody up to? It'll be like me and two people in here, but it'll be fine. I'm going to do it at some point. I'm just going to surprise you guys. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. Maybe after I eat a bunch of food and watch a bunch of football and I'm barely awake, I'll jump on here like, how's everybody's Turkey Day? No promises, but I may do that. I think it'll be fun. James is saying it's been a long time since I've seen Black Christmas. It's been, I can't say long time for me. It's been some months, but definitely looking forward to this one, man. Definitely looking forward to the hangout. You know, Black Christmas is one of those movies that it is, in my opinion, it is a slow burn. You know, it does take its time to get started. It does take its time to get started, but once it does, like, I absolutely love this. And I don't mind if a movie is a good slow burn. If it keeps you interested, even in the slower times, that's when you know it's a good movie. And I think that great movies are slow burns and they really have a great payoff. And all of those little bits in that slow burn add into the ending and fuel that fire. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I can dig that. I can dig that. And I think that Black Christmas does that very well, especially for the age of the film. right? I mean, this movie, there aren't a lot, let's be honest, there aren't a lot of movies that were made 50 years ago that you can go back and say, you know what, this interests me all the way through. It does, because a lot of things get outdated, and sometimes it's just like, oh man, I'm going back to watch this. But there are the exceptions. You know what I mean? There are the exceptions. Black Christmas is one of them for me. It is. Look at like the 70s alone. Jaws. I can watch Jaws when the fuck ever I want to. I can. Like literally. That was what, 70? Jaws was 75? 70, yeah. Ish. And you think about 1975, that was almost 50 years ago. But yet I am glued to that. Black Christmas is one. Obviously, you guys know Halloween is one of them. I can do that any freaking time. Alien, you get into those late 70s horror movies. Hell, even Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can do it. I can. And I love it, man. I definitely love it. Trying to catch up here. Paula says, I love Alan Richardson. Yeah, and I mean, you and every other female, Paula. Hell, even my mom's like, oh, I love him. I'm like, I bet you do. I bet you do. Val says, just sitting here waiting for season 5 of Stranger Things to come out. And you know what? Like, that's the thing. Like, Val, I'm going to put your business out there. Val hadn't seen Stranger Things before last year. Was it last year or was it earlier this year? I have no concept of time. And I was like, no, you got to check this out. But you got to binge all 4 seasons at once. Those of us that have been watching since 2016, it's like you watch a season, you might wait 2 or 3 years for the next season. Then you might wait 2 or 3 years for the next season. So you did get to binge through it. You know what I mean? If you watched it from the beginning, I'm not going to lie. I love the show. I love it so much, but it was frustrating. It's like, well, season 2 is over. It's in 4 years. You will get season 3. It's like, oh my God, why? So by the time the next season comes out, I almost have to like binge the entire series again just to make sure that it's fresh, because it's been so long since the one before it came out. But you were lucky, my friend. You jumped in at the last moment and got to see all 4 of those seasons, but you are getting a little bit of this frustration and waiting for season 5. You are welcome. Russell says holiday horror hangout. Oh yeah, man, I like it. Holiday horror hangout. Oh, like Triple H. Holiday horror hangout. I'll have to remember that for Christmas. Maybe I'll pop up on a Santa hat and we'll talk about horror movies on Christmas. It's freaking crazy. May Ann is saying a Movies and Beyond pop. Oh, like a pop-up, a mad pop. I like it. I like it a lot. So let me tell you guys this before I forget, because we're 27 minutes in. It doesn't matter. I was watching clips from Planes, Trains, and I may be watching Planes, Trains. I'm delaying it until tomorrow. I will watch Planes, Trains tomorrow for sure. But I swear to God, that scene where he's sleeping on that plane and he looks at John Candy's eyes open for just that second. And he looks at Steve Martin and he goes, $6 in my left nut. We don't land in Chicago. And he just shuts his eyes and starts snoring again. I swear to God, I laugh so hard every time that pops up. It might be one of my favorite lines in the whole damn show and the whole damn movie. It's absolutely hilarious. I love John Candy so freaking much. $6 in my left nut. We don't land in Chicago. I mean, you are risking a left nut, or no, it was his right nut. Either way, it was one of his nuts. You know what I mean? But you're just gonna throw $6 on top of it, like that extra $6 is gonna make the bet happen. Like, it's fucking fantastic. I absolutely love it. Russell saying, hopefully it's not too much longer for Stranger Things season 5. It has been way too long. That's what I'm talking about, man. I know here's what I can tell you. Here's what I do know. And I'm sure that there's tons of other YouTubers that have dived into every single thing that Steve has said in season 5, every little thing that Dustin has done, every little thing that 11 has gone through at this point. All I can tell you is they started filming last January. That's all I got. I got nothing else. I got no other information, and I've been sheltering myself from it, and I don't want to know. I do not. Mr. Rick is saying Jaws of 75. Yeah, I always try to remember that by it being, the year after Texas Chainsaw and Black Christmas. Yeah, I was right. I did it. Look at me. James is saying turkey, turkey, gobble, gobble. Love ripping up that bird. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. I like it, James. I like it. Russell saying a Movies and Beyond Funko Pop would be awesome. Wow. How would I feel about being a Funko Pop? That'd be freaking awesome. You're right. You're right, Russell. Let's make it happen. Tell Funko I'm ready, Russell. Tell them to give me a call. I will be your Funko Pop. I will do it. Mr. Ricochet, I didn't know that they made a TV show of Godzilla. That's new to me. Yes. So, it dives into, yes, Godzilla is in it. He's not a primary character. He's not a main focus. It dives into the all the like sciencey stuff that was behind it. So, I almost said Shield. That's freaking Marvel. They've got their own acronym. I forget at this point. I forget what it is. They're only in every single freaking MonsterVerse movie that there is. But it dives into how they were established. Kurt Russell's in it. Kurt Russell's son is in it. I always forget his name. And it's a really good show. Apple TV. It was on that. But you could probably find it somewhere else. Mr. Rick, definitely a good watch. Especially if you like the MonsterVerse stuff. I think that you'll totally dig it for sure. Val said, I laugh out loud earlier this year. See, you got it. It was. Paul is saying he auditioned for American Idol and made it into the Hollywood round. Who auditioned for American Idol, Paul? Let me know. I'm not sure who we're talking about here, but I'm definitely sure that I'm interested. Michelle is saying, I'm over it. Stranger Things. They made me wait too long. They're old as hell now. It's fair. I mean, the only good thing about it is they're not trying to pretend that they're younger, and they're kind of passing time in the show like they're passing time in real life. It's not like they're 30 and we're supposed to believe that they're still like 15. So they are doing that, but I get it. Some people, it's just like, no, I at this point, I haven't even like, you made me wait so long. I don't even care. Like, I don't even care at this point. Do whatever you're gonna do. I definitely get that. Jerry said, yeah, that's right. I've lost interest, and I get it. I definitely get it. Russell saying, I agree, but Stranger Things is my jam. It's like I'm invested, like I've invested at this point, and it's almost like my OCD is just like, we gotta know what happens. We gotta know what happens. Michelle's saying, I started watching with my oldest son when it came out. My son just turned 18. He seemed so young then. Probably because he was. He probably was. He's 18 now. Take away. He was probably like 10 when it came out. He might have been 9. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. Like, we have been waiting that long for 5 seasons. We have been. Michelle says, you're risking a what? Or Mayanne says, you're risking a what now? I don't know. Am I that far behind that I don't know what anybody's talking about? Oh my God. He was 9.5 when we watched season 1. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Russell is saying, my favorite John Candy is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin. But he also did great in Splash and Uncle Buck. Dude, Splash is one that I haven't seen in a long time, but it's one that I feel like should be talked about more than it is. Daryl Hannah, fantastic. Eugene Levy. Splash is freaking Splash. And it has definitely been a minute since I've seen that one for sure. Michelle says he's great and everything. John Candy is just one of those. Yeah, you're right. He is. He's just one of those people that I can watch. The amount of things that he was in that, we love and we talk about when we talk about like John Hughes movies, we talk about John Candy, we get into that, and there's also stuff that we don't really talk about that he was in that was freaking fantastic. Another movie that I love that he was in, but I really don't talk about too much, and it's been a while since I've seen it, was Cool Runnings. That was another one that it's just like John Candy is one of those guys that he's going to make that movie. You know what I mean? Like you could put him in a movie that's not that great and the movie would come out fantastic just because he's in that movie. And there are a few stars that are like that, but John Candy truly was a movie star. In a time now when you look at the way that things are done now, we really don't focus as much on the movie stars as we used to. It's more the movie. You remember when we were younger, it was just like we'll use Arnold Schwarzenegger for example, right? You had that run where it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's Sylvester Stallone, all those action stars, and it's like Commando was coming out. You never really said like I'm gonna go see Commando. No, you were like I'm gonna go see that new Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I'm gonna see that new Sylvester Stallone movie. I'm gonna see that new Van Damme movie. All of those stars back then. I'm gonna go see the new Harrison Ford movie. They were the ones that brought you to the movie theater. It was the movie stars. Now we live in a time where everything's over analyzed, it's looked at, and it's just like, oh, this movie's probably going to be trash. A different time. And I don't think that movie stars are looked at the same now as they were back then. And John Candy, he was one of them. I remember my father, hey, John Candy's in this movie. We're going to go check it out. Didn't even ask what the movie was called. We're going to go. You know why? Because John Candy's in that motherfucker, and we know that it's going to be awesome. We know that it's going to be freaking awesome. And it's just kind of a different time when it comes to that stuff. Paula says, I'm not a huge fan of Godzilla, but I love the Universal tour that they do. Hell yeah. Oh, I want to go to Universal tour. I do. James is saying a Michael Funko Pop comes with his Ooper Jason mask. Oh, man. Do I got to wear the mask in the Funko Pop? I mean, no, you're not getting my mask. That ain't going anywhere. No. Monarch, that's right. It's Monarch. Monarch is Apple TV original. Yes, and the group was called Monarch. They were the group that got formed together to hunt the monsters. So it's very Monarch. It's called Monarch. It focuses on Monarch, and the monsters just happen to be in there for sure. Paulo saying, oh yeah, Al Richardson. Yeah, the first time I saw him was in that football show he did where he played Thad Castle. And he was younger, a lot younger, and he wasn't as, like freaking huge. But he was freaking hilarious. It's funny to see him how he is now compared to back then, because that dude was absolutely hilarious. I just watched one of the Fast and Furious movies, and he was in that as well too. Man said you said something along the lines of you're risking a left or oh yeah, that was talking about John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where he just opens his eyes and he goes, $6 in my right nut, we don't land in Chicago. And it's just funny that he threw the $6 on there, like he wasn't risking enough with the right nut for that vent for that bet. Russell saying, if you want to laugh, watch Tulsa King. I don't know. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen it. I have to go back and look. I'll have to see for sure. Jerry saying, I love Delirious. All right, my man. Michelle said Jamaican bobsled. Yes, Cool Runnings. It was Jamaican bobsled team. Mr. Rick is saying, I love John Candy in The Great Outdoors, and it would have been great to see him and Chris Farley in the same movie. Two different kinds of comedians, but they would have made it work. Definitely two different kind of comedians for sure. Yeah, they're the difference is big for those guys, and I'm just trying, like right now, I'm just trying to think of a scenario that they would both work in. But yeah, I mean, two hilarious guys that we lost way too early in John Candy and Chris Farley for sure. Russell Dorsey saying Tom Hanks in Splash. Tom Hanks was in Splash. He was in Splash. Paul is saying, I love John Candy. I think everybody loved John Candy for sure. Jerry is saying, what about Steven Seagal? Yeah, I mean, despite Steven Seagal's, like who we really later found out he was like a person and stuff, like even when those movies were coming out back then, it was cool. Like I remember Above the Law, Mark for Death. You know, Steven Seagal always had those movies that were 3-word titles. You know, like that was like his jam, for sure. Yeah, man, he was awesome back in the day. But even back in the day when he would run, I would laugh. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Anytime he would run, I would laugh. I'm sorry, but not really. James is saying I can't remember who played the mermaid. It was Daryl Hannah. Daryl Hannah played the mermaid in Splash. Val says The Great Outdoors is one of my favorite John Candy movies. It's one of mine too. You know, Planes, Trains, Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck. Like it's there's so many good ones. Great Outdoors, that's another one that was special to me. You know, I talk about this a lot. I talk about, you know, me and my dad watching movies together, and this was definitely one that we sat down and watched together, and it was so much fun. I'll never forget my dad. My dad had a laugh, right? He just had this like certain the way that he laughed was very distinct. Like it wasn't he you knew it was dad laughing when he was laughing. And when John Candy blew the hair off that bear's ass in that movie, every time I see that, I can almost like hear his laugh. Like I miss that guy so much. And every time I see that scene alone, in my brain, I still hear his laugh when he grabbed that shotgun. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Eric from the Bearded Entertainment is in the chat saying, how's it going this fine Thanksgiving Eve for the Americans, for everyone? What's up, Eric? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you are doing well. James is saying, you can put the mask on him or take it off. I gotcha. I see it. I see it. I see it. Let's see. Melissa, the wild card, is here. It must be 9:30. She said she'd be here at 9:30 saying, hey, what is up? What is going on, Melissa? I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you're doing well. Eric is saying, I enjoy Tulsa King. God, that sounds so familiar. You guys are making me want to Google it right now and see what it is. Making me want to see what it is. Have Cheetah Will View. What's up, Patrick? Saying greetings, Michael. Greetings, man. I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope that your Thanksgiving Eve is going fantastic. And thanks for coming through and hanging out with us, man. Always enjoy having you here over with us. And we are just hanging out and bullshitting tonight. Get all you people in here. Russell saying it's Sylvester Stallone, Tulsa King, Michael. It's hilarious. I'm gonna check it out. I am definitely going to check it out. I need to. Melissa says, oh, we talking 80s tonight? Did I miss the fun? No, we're talking anything. So yes, definitely John Candy has come up. We've talked about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Well, more of John Candy than anything else. I guess it got brought up by Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But we're talking about anything that you guys want to talk about tonight, except for, you know, my couple rules that I have that we don't talk about on this channel. Other than that, it is an open field. Open. And yes, Michelle's saying we're talking whatever you guys want. And I'm surprised speaking of whatever, right? Like this is the one thing we're freaking 43 minutes in. It's like, did you guys see the trailer for Popeye? Did you guys see the trailer for Popeye? The Popeye the Slayer Man? That came out a few days ago, and I wanted to talk about that on Sunday, but we were talking about Halloween H2O, and it really didn't have a place for it. But I definitely wanted to bring that up to you guys, and I want to know what you guys thought of it, or if you've seen the trailer or not. So Popeye the Slayer Man, I'll say this: he looks like Popeye. I mean, like instantly when you see him, you're like, that's fucking Popeye right there. Like 100%. There is no question who that is. Got the forearms, got the spinach. You know what I mean? He's talking shit. Like it makes me wonder is Brutus gonna be the hero? Is he gonna be the one that comes in to save the day? Because it's like, if Popeye's bad, does that make Brutus good? And is there an olive oil? Like, what? Or are we only getting Popeye? And there will be no mention of olive oil and Brutus. And what about Wimpy? What about Wimpy? Wimpy, he ate burgers. Like, I hope there's a Wimpy. Like, I liked Wimpy. I like burgers too. Maybe that's why I like Wimpy. A man says it looks silly. It does look silly. It does. Val said they did not take another one of my childhood memories and turn it into a horror movie. Well, if one of your childhood memories was Popeye the Slayer Man, trailer available now. Russell saying, yes, Michael, Popeye the Slayer Man looks crazy on the trailer. It definitely does. It does. Yes. Michelle says an abandoned spinach canning factory got me. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's an abandoned spinach canning factory. And that's the setting of Popeye the Slayer Man. Patrick is saying, oh, good God, Popeye the Slayer Man. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing, right? You talk about these movies and they hit public domain and, you know, people do. What about when Hanna-Barbera shit starts hitting public domain? Are they going to do the same thing? Are we going to have killer Smurfs? Why don't I just get to the point? Like, how fucking crazy could they go with the Smurfs? I mean, I always found the Smurfs to be a little odd, even as a kid. I enjoyed the Smurfs, but it left me with more questions than anything else. Would the Smurfs be a fucking crazy ass horror movie? Hanna-Barbera has a lot of shit. I don't know what the year range is that they have on these before they're public domain. But I just picture a Smurf there. Like, I'm about to Smurf you up. You know, like, it's just, it's bad. It's bad. Bad. If it's a Smurfs, I'm not going to lie. I might watch it. I might. Just to like, I don't know. I don't know. Man says in Killer Yogi. Yeah, like, oh my God. Killer Bobo. Boo Boo. Yes, Yogi's little guy. I hope they don't screw around. Yeah. Val said, oh damn, just watch the trailer. Let that sink in, Val. Let that Popeye the Sailor Man sink in. It's there. Killer Ariel, the mermaid, coming next. All right. Yeah. Wow. James says, I think Killer Smurfs would kick ass, dude. You're jumping into a territory there. You're definitely jumping into a territory with the Smurfs. I think the Smurfs could be nightmare fuel, to be honest. I do. Oh, the Flintstones. Oh my God. You think Fred would still talk like he did? You think that Barney would be in it? Do you think the whole family, Dino, would be like a rabid, like, freaking dinosaur? Oh my God. Do the Flintstones. Jerry says cow and chicken. Kill again. Yabba dabba pump. Oh my God. James says, please don't ruin the Flintstones. No, not the Flintstones. Take anything but the Flintstones. Patrick is saying Ren and Stimpy go on a killing spree coming soon. Ren and Stimpy, that would be, oh my God. Oh my God. The Great Grape Ape. Oh, what was the shark? The shark was Jabberjaw. Was that the shark? Was his name? Was the shark Jabberjaw? Which one was Jabberjaw? And I also think of Speed Buggy. When I start thinking about Grape Ape, I think about like the USA Cartoon Express that was on Sundays when I was a kid. And Speed Buggy always used to make me laugh because he stuttered, and when he stuttered, he sounded like a car. Like it was freaking hilarious. Russell saying they already did it with Cinderella's Revenge. Oh my god. Melissa said Killer Beavis and Butthead. Oh, if we're jumping into the realm of that, could you imagine like Beavis and Butthead? The first thing that comes to mind is like King of the Hill. Like, God damn it, Bobby. And he's got like a knife and he's just holding the freaking knife up there. God damn it, Bobby, as he stabs somebody. Something like that. Or what about South Park? What if it gets to the point like probably won't in my age time, in my lifetime. Being my age, I'll probably never see it, but I bet you at some point, maybe even South Park would go into public domain. What would they do with it then? What will society be like then? I wonder if they'd even do anything with it. Curious. Mr. Rick said, Yabba Dabba Stab You. That'll be the name of it. That'll be the name of it. Yabba Dabba Stab You. That's what it's going to be called. I feel like that's yeah. I feel like that's it. The Shape says, Jabberjaws, Breaking Bad. Oh, yeah. All right. Melissa says, I still love Scooby-Doo cartoons, but not the movies. I don't like. Yeah, so I didn't really watch the movies too much, but I will tell you this. The most adult version of Scooby-Doo I think I ever saw was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they got in the back of the Scooby van, and they're sitting back there, and the Scooby gang's arguing, and Jay looks over at Silent Bob, and he's like, Zoinks, yo. And he's like, turn those frowns upside down, and he's like, doobie snacks. And they all get high. Like, oh, shit. Like, that was hilarious. Val is saying, laugh my ass out thinking about all the cartoons I watched, like the Boogaloos, Electro Woman, and Dino Girl, Dr. Shrinker, Land of the Lost, going on a killing spree. To me, it's my biggest one for me is Smurfs. You know what I mean? It's like the Smurfs raised questions back then too. They were little blue people that lived in mushrooms, and it always made me wonder, especially as like a teenager, it was like Gargamel eating mushrooms and he just saw him there. How did they only have one female Smurf, but yet there were a shit ton of Smurfs? Like the Smurfs always had questions attached to it, for sure. Like there's a lot of questions with the Smurfs for sure. Jerry says Tom and Jerry. I don't think I would enjoy that. I love Tom and Jerry so much. So much. Please don't. Please don't. James is saying Snow White and the Seven Slashers. Would they be dwarf slashers, or would they just be like 7 Michael Myers? What would be the plural of Michael Myers? Michael Myers' Oh my god. Patrick is saying Scooby-Doo and the gang finally killed Scrappy-Doo. Russell says Killer Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty. Actually, my dad loved Rick and Morty. He used to watch Rick and Morty all the time. It's so good. It's so much fun. It's so much damn fun. Melissa's saying that she loves Rick and Morty. Yeah. Also Family Guy. Definitely. Melissa says Smurfs are great, but the show's not the movie. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie. I think I knew there was a movie. Was Neil Patrick Harris in that movie? Was it? Jerry says Smurfs kill Gargamel. I'm still wondering if the Smurfs are even real. Are they something that only Gargamel can see because he's eating all those damn mushrooms? I just feel like there's questions there. Mr. Rick said Smurfette was a male that Gargamel turned into a female to fool them. Oh, well, shit. I mean, I guess my Smurf lore isn't as good as I thought it was. That makes sense, though. It definitely makes sense. Tom and Jerry, the horror version. No, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave Tom and Jerry alone. Michelle says my kids love Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's hilarious. It is. It is. Rick and Morty's freaking fantastic. Melissa saying, I hate that they did movies of Scooby-Doo and Smurfs and used them so used to them as cartoons growing up. Like there's a market though. You think about trying to bring that to a newer generation of people and hoping that they can bring some of the older generation along with them to take advantage of that, because we all love freaking Scooby-Doo. We all love the Smurfs, stuff like that. So I guess they were hoping to appeal to some of us as well as the kids of today, or whenever it came out. DJ Plays Favorites is in the chat as well, saying hello. What's up, DJ? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Melissa saying, geez, I just got a winter warning alert here for New York. Okay. So I was told, I didn't check the weather today, but I was told that I'm supposed to get snow here too, which wasn't the case yesterday. I looked at the weather. We weren't supposed to get snow. Now they're talking about we're getting snow overnight, which I do not like that. Possible snow. I don't know. It's supposed to go down to 39 tonight. So I don't know. Whatever. Michelle said we got one earlier. Well, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys stay safe up there. From what I see, it's not supposed to snow here until next Wednesday, but I mean, I don't know if it's the same where you guys live, but our weather, they don't know shit. I think they just go up there and just like, well, looks like it's gonna snow. It's fucking cold outside. Russell saying Tom and Jerry might as well be horror. They torture each other. No, I don't know. I think deep down, Tom and Jerry, they love each other. They do. They're friends. They're friends. Deep down. I've seen it too many times. Paula says, I love Scooby-Doo ones with Matthew Lillard. All right. Oh, yeah. DJ plays the classic Scooby-Doo with Scooby-Dumb Classic. All right. Melissa says, our tires are tired, aren't good, need new ones. Okay. All right. Patrick saying we're getting a dusting this weekend. I don't know. That's what we got last time. My freaking thing with this is my concern is it's November and it may have snowed 2 or 3 times already. It's like, what the fuck is February going to be like for me? What is it going to be like? Jerry said, I'm in Hillsborough. Snow tomorrow night. I got you, man. I got you. Man says, how are you feeling about the movie Heart's Eyes, Michael? Let me see. Have I seen anything for that? If I could spell, that would help. Of course, Heart Eyes emoji pops up. And I need movie. Looking at it now, I have not seen the trailer for this yet, so I will definitely check it out and let you know, man, for sure. I have not. Like, this does not look familiar to me. I will definitely check it out. Looks like a Hard Eyes killer has wreaked havoc on Valentine's Day by stalking and murdering romantic couples. This Valentine's Day, no couple is safe. I'll check it out for sure. I'll let you know. I will let you know. DJ Plays Favorites says triple header football tomorrow. Food and football day, man. It is food and football day. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Oh, Jordana Brewster's in and Devin Sawa's in it too. Yeah, I will definitely check out the trailer for that for sure. Paula said the Packers should crush Miami. I think if he hasn't already, I think Tua's going to retire this year. I think he's had way too many concussions for his age. And I think if he hasn't already, I know they've been talking about it. I think they're boned. I think that Miami is boned next year, quarterback wise. Michelle says February is going to be awful for all of us in the Midwest. So be prepared. Yeah, that's going to suck. Like, I'm one of those people that don't mind, being cold, but once you hit a certain level of cold, that's when I get pissed. Like, literally, when I walk outside and it's -7 degrees outside, I'm done. Like, I'm zero productivity out of me whatsoever. Not doing it. Val says yes, they will. Paula, go Pack, go. Oh yeah. Jerry said, "Did you see Alien Romulus?" I did see Alien Romulus. I enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't think it was as good as the first one or the second one, but I thought it was better than the third one. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I know a lot of people had problems with the android in that movie, but I didn't. I thought it was fun. I really liked Alien Romulus, although I only saw it once. So I should probably go back and watch that. It's probably digital now. It's probably available. Carrie reminds me of Scream. Where you at? Where you're at? Carrie reminds me of Scream. Where you're at? I don't know. Oh, sorry. Patrick is saying, I want to see Shaggy and Scooby fight to a finish over a box of Scooby. Yeah, like a vicious fight to the finish. Michelle says Devin looks 55. Yeah, we saw Devin, didn't we? We saw him at Scarefest. He was looked a little older. I saw him the year before at Horror Hound too, and he looked a little older than he did. Sorry, Devin. If you ever see this, I'm not trying to knock you, my man. But yeah, it happens. What's Hollywood doing to these guys? Jerry, not Carrie. Okay. Well, maybe that'll make a little more sense if I go back. All right. Russell's saying, if nobody has seen Alien Romulus, it's on Hulu. I've seen it, but I would like to watch it again. I would like to check it out again. I really liked the other android in that. You could definitely tell like the personality shift when they were doing the chips and everything. I thought that actor was fantastic in that movie. Eric is saying Snowy is good. All I'm saying is Jason the Snow. Let's make it Michael. You know, I would like to see Jason in the snow. You know, we did get to see it in Never Hike in the Snow. I would like to see Michael in the snow. I think that it has to do with blood and snow. Like, I just think it'd look freaking awesome. I do. DJ plays favorite Captain Caveman cartoon. Look, man, it would make a good horror movie. Look, dude. Captain Caveman is one of my all-time favorites. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Please leave him alone. I like Captain Caveman. I'm sorry. Russell says Devin Sawa still got it in movies. All right, man. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Paul is saying I watched over on the Movie Bros React on a watch party for a new Alien movie. Don't ask me to spell that though. I got you. Yes. Hell yeah. James is saying Shaggy in coveralls wearing Scooby skin off face, carrying a chainsaw. Damn, James, that went dark. Scooby, oh my god, like he leather faced him, like Shaggy, leather faced freaking Scooby Doo. Shit's crazy. That shit is crazy. Melissa says Elmer Fudd. Look, Elmer Fudd's don't bash Elmer Fudd. Oh, Elmer Fudd is the freaking man. He is. Elmer Fudd versus Michael Myers. So here's the thing, like Bugs Bunny used to put it on Elmer Fudd, and I just feel like Michael would get out. Elmer doesn't have the best luck. Most of the time, he gets his gun tied in a knot and blows himself up. But I mean, the amount of shit that Elmer Fudd's been through, I don't know if Michael could kill him either. Here I am really trying to break down Elmer Fudd versus Michael Myers. Good God. Good God. Paula, Elmer wouldn't last one day. Michael would throw him. Hey, but can you? But can you kill Elmer Fudd? Bugs Bunny's done put him through the ringer. Russell saying Elmer Fudd, I can see them making him into a horror movie. Oh my God. That voice though. That voice is so good. It's so good. Man says I'm hunting slashers. Be very, very quiet. I'm in Haddonfield hunting swashers. Swashes. That's what he would say. It wouldn't be slashers. It'd be swashes. Mr. Rick saying Sesame Street horror movie. Take my money. Take my money for a Sesame Street horror movie. And you think about, like, I loved Grover as a kid. Grover was my guy. I could see, what was his name? What was the Grouch? Was it the green guy in the garbage can? I could see him being a horror villain. Was it Grouchy or what the fuck was his name? Melissa said they said have Woody as a serial killer. Like Woody Woodpecker? Is that who you're talking about? Oh my god. Let's see. Shaggy would have gotten away with it except for those meddling kids and Skin Scooby Doo. Oh my god. The Wabbit Slayer, guitar player, killer rabbit. I like it. Oscar, yes, Oscar the Grouch. Thank you. It's been a minute. You're even giving me the hands. Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm sorry. Yes. It was Oscar the Grouch. Well, got me. Oh, Woody from Toy Story. Yeah. I mean, Woody Woodpecker would be kind of fucked up too. It's a slasher. Oh my god. So here's something else I was thinking about too. And I thought about doing this, and tell me if you guys wouldn't find this fun to do. Because I've got probably 2 new shows coming out on Patreon. And it's hard for me to get, just channel member only stuff. I'll get them over to channel members too as well, because I want to make sure that both of them are getting the same stuff. But I told you guys about the Halloween movies, how I was going to look into them. I'm going to do Nightmare. I'm going to do Friday, all that stuff, to give you guys the background of like what the scripts were supposed to be, and some of the things that they were going to try to do and everything. I also have one lined up to where I'm going to use something to where we're going to spin a wheel. We're going to have a slasher. We're going to pick a slasher, right? We're going to spin a wheel to where we're going to put characters. We're not going to do superheroes. Superheroes aren't fair. And what we're going to do is we're going to have them match up against the serial killer, or against, not serial killer, the slasher. If I say serial killer, then you guys are going to start putting like Ted Bundy and shit in this, and I'm not trying to do that. But match up against the slasher icon, and we're going to use a program, and we're going to come up with a story for it, and we're going to see how it goes. We're going to let AI decide who wins the fight, and we're going to talk about it. I think that would be so much fun, but that's going to be a Patreon channel member thing. That's coming very, very soon. So yes, we are going to get to spin the wheel. Let me catch up here. Let's see. Michelle is saying, I didn't like Puppets or Muppets. I liked Fraggle Rock as a kid. I know that they weren't really the Muppets, but I did like Fraggle Rock. Me either. Did like Kermit the Frog. Nope, I never watched Sesame Street. I did watch Sesame Street as a kid. That's back in the like Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, Pinwheel. Like that was, let's set Michael in front of the TV and walk away, like, because he can't move. Years. Paula's saying, no, don't you dare touch Daffy. Daffy's one of my, no, I love Daffy Duck. Don't you dare touch Daffy. Miss Piggy. The Electric Chair Company with Morgan Freeman. Right. Melissa says, oh my God, I love Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's awesome. Hell yeah. Jerry said, you had me at spin the wheel. Oh yeah. James says, kill that damn Elmo. Oh my God. Big Bird horror movie. Oh God. You guys both said Big Bird pretty much at the same time. An AI Mad Lib. I love Mad Libs. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking fun. It is. I was thinking about that today, and I will tell you guys this. All right, and the thing that popped up, and I'm driving my car today, and it made me start laughing. Okay, because I thought, how would I match these up? And I just thought of something random. Something that I thought of superheroes first, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna X superheroes out of this. But I thought of, what if the Fast and Furious team went to Haddonfield to get Michael? Like, why would they go there? Let's say that Michael kills one of them. We'll let AI decide how this happens. And I just picture like Vin Diesel, like Dominic Toretto, like flipping his car somehow and having like a knife that stabs Mike. Like, he's got to flip that car at the end. Like, he can't have a movie where he doesn't flip the car and the other groups just yell his name, as he crashes and then gets up and he's like, oh, it's okay. We won. Like, I feel like that's how it would have to end. if they won. So shit like, and I'm literally laughing in my car as I'm driving because I'm a child. So yeah, like that's how that idea came up for that. Fuck Fraggle Rock. Oh my god, Melissa. I got me a spiral ham for tomorrow. I don't make turkey. That was my dad's thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. James. I was just about to mention Fraggle Rock. Oh my god, you guys. Thanksgiving too. Big Bird comes home. Oh, I love it. I love it. Melissa says, when are we going to get Thanksgiving too? Well, I don't think it'll be too long, to be honest. I mean, the movie did okay. And you know, that's a movie too that I watched one time. I thought it was good, and I never went back and watched it again. Like a one time, was I thought it was decent. You know, like I'll watch it again if it comes up on like on our spin the wheel. Like I'll watch it again then, but it just wasn't for me. It didn't have a ton of rewatch value for me. It just didn't. I don't know. Not that I didn't like it. I thought it was good. I don't know. Mr. Rick says, yeah, Mr. Rogers horror movie where they get lost in make believe land would be horrifying. It might be. It might, yeah. I can see it like around the corner too. It's like the last scene of the trailer. Just get like a howdy neighbor, and you hear like a knife or something, like a knife, like ching. Oh my god, Pee Wee Herman's Horrorland. Yeah, yeah, I could hear his laugh too, like echoed in the background in the darkness. Like that would be terrifying. That would be absolutely terrifying. I wonder if Big Bird oh god. If I were to guess, I would probably say maybe more like turkey than chicken. I don't know. Maybe if you fry it, it might. It might. Melissa saying, I used to watch Pee Wee. I did too. Vin Diesel versus Michael Myers. Take my money. You know he's gonna be in a Charger, Russell. He's gonna be in a Charger. Like he's gonna be there, like behind his car, like revving it up. Michael's gonna be standing in front of it at a distance, and he's gonna say something like, "You made one mistake. You messed with my family." And he's gonna gun it, and he's gonna take off at him, and then it's just gonna like the title's gonna come up. Like that's gonna be that's where it's at. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, let's see. AI burns Brian O'Connor. Yeah. 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 I'll tell you what, like which Fast and Furious, what movie was it that they put his face on his brother at the end to finish it? Was that Fast 7? I think it was Fast 7. That was sad though. I really liked Fast and Furious then. I did. I know it's crazy. Like I don't expect it's not realistic. Like I don't look at that like, hey, that might actually happen. No, I know what I'm watching when I go in there. Michelle says, love Pee Wee. Yeah. Yeah. Paula said I used to watch too. James says that's awesome. Pee Wee's Horror House. Yeah. The Tasmanian Devil horror movie. Yeah. I mean, look at all these ideas. There's somebody somewhere that's watching this that isn't talking, that's writing all these down. We're going to see them. They'll be out there. Like, hey, these Movies and Beyond people, they got some good ideas over there. Send Johnson over there. Make him write all this stuff down. I guarantee it. The Littles? What is The Littles? I don't know what The Littles is. Should I know what The Littles is? Man says, so out of the whole Pooniverse, what movie you looking forward to seeing next? I don't know. Like I honestly have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could answer it. I miss Saturday morning cartoons growing up. Always on now. They don't have them for. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons was like you get up in the morning. I would just literally wake up in the morning, walk into to the kitchen, pour a big ass bowl of cereal, sit down on the floor in the living room with like a blanket, and just watch cartoons until my parents got up. Even after. Melissa saying I watched Alf too. Yeah, Alf was That'd be crazy horror. Alf. Oh my god. Alf the horror movie. Dang Snuffy. Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is better. Is it like better than 1, or is it better than Punky Brewster and Saved by the Bell? Oh, good God. Jason would take care of Punky Brewster. Would you want to? I don't even know if I'd want to see that. I don't want to see that. Do you want to see that? Peanuts Bloody Christmas. All I could hear is like dun 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 dun. Don't know what it called me. I watched a scary monkey movie as a kid. Was it Monkey Shines? Was that Monkey Patrick would know. Where's Patrick at? He'd definitely know that. I remember Monkey Shines vaguely, like not detailed wise, but vaguely. Oh, the Littles, the mousy people. Is that like Stuart? Is Stuart Little? Am I thinking of that? I don't know. 80s cartoons. Yeah, anything 80s was great. I loved 80s so much. I could talk about 80s all day. Rainbow Bright. I remember the name. I don't remember Rainbow Bright so much, but I definitely remember the name. She have like orange hair. Fruity Pebbles cereal. I was a Honey Nut Cheerio. We always had Honey Nut Cheerios. We had Wheaties. And we had Super Sugar Crisp. I don't even know if they make Super Sugar Crisp. And we had like the Cocoa Puffs. Yes, because they would make the milk would be like chocolate milk when you were done. I loved it. We would read the back of the cereal. Yeah, dude, they had like puzzles and like mazes and all kinds of things on the backs of those. Michelle said Alf would be eating cats. It would be like a cat horror movie. Sure. Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is better than part 1. Okay. All right. I hope so. I do. Monkey Shines. Yes. 80s was good, but 70s was better. I feel like that just depends on when you grew up. I do. I honestly do. I think that like people that are around my age, and maybe a little bit younger, I think that our age group is just more sentimental for the 80s, for the simple fact that that's what we grew up with, because we can't miss something that we never knew. And I think that that's the same thing with kids today. A lot of people get on kids today for being, so reliant on devices. But I mean, that's kind of what it's kind of, the world that they were born into, so you definitely can't miss something that you never really saw. Melissa says cartoons, movies, music, TV shows, toys. 80s had the best toys. That could be a whole stream talking about like 80s toys. Like seriously, like I could talk for days about 80s toys. Paula said, I love the Brady Bunch, Care Bears, and I love watching the repeats of Murder, She Wrote. Angela, yes. My mother used to watch Murder, She Wrote, and I would sit in there and watch it with her a lot. My grandmother watched it too. There was a lot of shows that I didn't really choose to watch, but I watched a lot. And that was one, and Matlock was one that I watched a lot, but I didn't really, like I didn't turn it on that channel. You know what I mean? Like it was on somewhere else, so I used to watch it. Paula said, I love the Monkees too. I saw them in concert one. Dude, I forgot about the Monkees. I totally forgot about the Monkees. But that's so cool. That is so cool. Michelle says, Murder, She Wrote reminds me of my mom. Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet. Melissa said, and I grew up having an Atari and Super Nintendo. Had to play Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, then Mario Brothers. I like how you say had to play and not got to play. Like I grew up, the first thing I had was an Atari. The only game the game I got with the Atari, I can't remember anything from like yesterday, but I can tell you this. The two games that I got with my Atari was Pac-Man, and I got it was a a game that had 3 different games on it. One was Pong. One was a game called Combat, where you could be either like tanks or, and then there was something else. I don't remember what the third one was, but those were the 2 games that I had when it first came out. Of course, I got games, later on for it. Melissa said, and Frogger. Frogger was fun. I liked Frogger. I liked Zaxxon. A lot of those types of games that I remember playing most on the Atari. Pitfall was another one. Adventure, that was another one. Not a lot of people remember Adventure. I really loved Adventure as a kid. James said, silly wabbit, Twix are for kids. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Atari was so good. Melissa is saying Barbies, Cabbage Patch Kids. Yeah. For me, it was G.I. Joe's, Transformers, Star Wars figures. Russell said there's another killer monkey movie with a baboon going through the hospital killing people. That sounds horrifying. That sounds absolutely horrifying. DJ Plays Favorites said, I'm back. What's up, DJ? Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back, my friend. Computerish. Yeah, it seems to be going around tonight. Definitely seems to be going around. James says, Care Bears. I got a better one. Hate Hounds. I got a better. Jesus, James. Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, that was another one that got a lot of play at my house. Like, that was Dukes of Hazzard, Starsky and Hutch, The Incredible Hulk. You guys remember how awesome The Incredible Hulk was? When I was a kid, Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. Oh, it was so good. I used to love that when I was a kid. Even like I still think that music's fantastic at the end of The Incredible Hulk when he's always walking away hitchhiking. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Yeah, so good. So good. Paula said, love Matlock. And the new Matlock is fantastic. I haven't seen the new Matlock. Hell, I barely remember the old one, but I remember watching it. Russell says, a Pac-Man horror movie. You'd be running from him. You hear like, womp, 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 womp. Pound Puppies. I remember Pound Puppies. I remember didn't like McDonald's, or maybe it was Hardee's. Maybe it was Hardee's as a kid. They gave away little Pound Puppy minis in like kids meals or something. Like they had little mini Pound Puppies at one of the fast food places. Because I remember a lot of kids were trying to collect all of them. I think I had one of those. It was like black and white. It looked kind of like a cow. Color pattern of a cow. But it was a Pound Puppy. Let me know if you remember that. James says Nintendo 64 was the best gaming system ever made. Ooh, I would really have to think about that. NES 64 did have some good games. You got to look at 007. You got to look at Mario Kart. It had some good ones, James. It did. I would really have to think about that. It's something I would definitely not I'll figure out here. I would need some time on that, but you're right. The 64, it was a good one. DJ says Qbert. Yes, I remember Qbert. And Defender. Asteroids. Yeah. Melissa loved the Pound Puppies too. Pitfall. Yeah. I talked about that one a little earlier. I always fell in the freaking pit. I always missed the vine or something. Like it was good though. Definitely like that. My Little Pony and She-Ra. Yes. My cousins played with My Little Pony and She-Ra too. Hot Wheels were freaking awesome. Hot Wheels were so freaking awesome. I enjoy marbles. I played marbles as a kid and jacks. God, that tells me how old I am. Oh my God. Paula said, I had My Little Ponies and marbles. I had marbles. I didn't have My Little Ponies though. You figured me out. I had all the ponies. No, I'm just kidding. Man says, so many memories. And when we talk about like the toys, and I always talk about this whenever I talk about 80 toys, is the USS Flag for G.I. Joes. It was the biggest aircraft carrier. This shit was like 7 feet long, and you could land the G.I. Joe planes on it. And the G.I. Joe planes were like this freaking big. Let me try to get in frame here. They were long. They were big. And this aircraft, I always wanted it as a kid. Of course, my dad was like, fuck that. I'm not paying $200 for that thing. And we have nowhere to put it in our house. It's not happening. And that was the thing. Like, if you had that money because, for one, it was expensive. And two, you needed a place to put it. It was big as hell. Seriously. We still play with marble. That's cool. That's awesome. Adam's Family Pinball. Pinball's fun. I get frustrated after a while, but I do. Jerry said I lost my marbles. I could see it. I could definitely see that. Galaga was my favorite game. Zapping alien bugs. Galaga was fun. It was fun. The Incredible Hulk is still a classic today. Yeah, dude. Like, that's something I'd like to go back and watch some of for sure. It's been years since I've seen it. Mr. Rick said the A-Team and Knight Rider were my shows. Dude, both freaking fantastic. I love both of those. I actually had A-Team toys too. I had Murdoch, I had B.A. Baracus. I didn't have all four of them. I think I just had those two. Melissa says, I had all My Little Ponies and Strawberry Shortcake and Cabbage Patch Kids and Barbies. My thing as a kid. Well, damn, you had some good shit back then. Oh, God. You just wonder if we'd have kept all this stuff, how much money we would have at this point. Oh, my God. Paula says the new Matlock is on CBS and the leading lady, Miss Kathy Bates, is Madeline Matlock. I love Kathy Bates. Night Court original. Yes. Dan Fielding. He was the man. Russell said McDonald's had Pound Puppy. Okay, so it was McDonald's. So I'm not crazy. They were little miniature, like, I don't know, like they were like 6 inches long, maybe. Melissa said, I actually wish I could find a Cabbage Patch Kid now because they're worth money, but I can't find them. I'm sure eBay has them. eBay has everything. You're just going to pay. You're just going to pay a lot for it. Let's see. Hopscotch was a lot of fun to play. Hopscotch. I Foursquare. I played a lot of fucking Foursquare and Two Square. I did as a kid. Like, that was another one that was so much damn fun. Jerry says, Michael, can we get a what? It seems appropriate. Jerry, you can always get a what, my friend.
What?
You can get a what anytime you want, sir. If you got She-Ra, you got to have He-Man. Yeah, weren't they like cousins or something? I forget. Michelle says, I have my original glowworm. I remember the glowworms. It was green. He had the hat on. You squeezed it and his face lit up. I definitely remember those. DJ is saying Donkey Kong Jr. Hell yeah. You guys are bringing up all the old stuff. James said, I used to love to play with Jax and those little green army men. I used to set those little green army men of shit. I used to set my G.I. Joes up outside too. I probably still got G.I. Joes buried somewhere. He's dead. I buried him. He's gone. Man is saying Jerry made a wrong turn and lost his marbles. Oh, I see what you did there. Man. I see it. Classic 8-ball and Rubik's Cube. So here's the thing. Like, I had an 8-ball, and when I would ask it something, I would just turn it and then wait for it to come up. And yet there'd be a lot of people that would shake it, and it would put like all these bubbles in it. And I used to, did you guys shake your 8-ball or did you just turn it over? Let me know. It used to make me mad when people would shake my 8-ball because then it would be full of bubbles. Space Invaders. Yes. Melissa said, I like Knight Rider. Hell yeah. Everybody loved Knight Rider. That shit was awesome. Paula said, I used to watch Nickelodeon. Now, however, truly shocked. Do you guys remember the Nickelodeon shows like Double Dare and shit like that where you get slimed? Wait, did you get slimed? No, you can't do that on television. You would get slimed in that one, right? I'm probably mixing the two up. Double Dare was... You can't do that. Do you guys remember that shit? Like, I can't be the only one that remembers you can't do that on television. What was it? If you said what, then you got slimed. How did that go? I forget. Michelle said, my youngest is obsessed with Timey Army Men. He has 100. He has them from every war, country, etc. Different generals. Oh, wow. That's cool. He really went into it. I had the little plastic Big Lots army guys that you burn with a magnifying glass. The sun was out. James is saying I had one of those big Shogun robots. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Foursquare and Tetherball played around the ball. Yeah, I remember Tetherball. Don't get hit in the face with that Tetherball either. Shit, that shit sucks. And the Slinkies. Yes. Yes. DJ is saying Ghostbusters cartoon. Yes, it was called The Real Ghostbusters. I loved it. I love that show. It was so much fun. Paula said, I played Foursquare. Foursquare is like, especially if you went to, like, for me, if you went to the public pool, they had a Foursquare. So anytime there was Adult Swim, you were out there playing Foursquare. He-Man was She-Ra's cousin. Yes. I thought so. 80s, the best. That's why. I got you. And the G.I. Joe cartoon. Yeah, nobody ever died, though. Like, you notice, like, plane got shot down. There'd always be the parachute. We also have a huge collection of Hot Wheels. Yeah, hold on to those. I mean, that's going to be worth some money one day. Like, seriously, Hot Wheels are awesome. My boys have an 8-ball and Rubik's Cubes. Awesome. That's so cool. Dude, yes, Airwolf. That was another Jan Michael Vincent. I used to watch that show, too. Airwolf. When I was a kid, I always wanted to see Airwolf fight Blue Thunder. Do you guys remember Blue Thunder? It had Roy Schneider from Jaws in it, and he was flying that badass helicopter. I always wanted those two helicopters. That's how young I was. It's like, I want those two helicopters to fight. Airwolf was the shit, too. Melissa said, my brother-in-law has over 3,000 Hot Wheels. Jesus, that's a lot. Michelle says, heck yeah, the slime shows were the best. Yes. I one of them you got slimed on, and I don't remember, but like, yes, I remember seeing people get slimed. Paula said, I do. I watch both of them. That's awesome. Oh my God, I love Double Dare. Yes. Airwolf was awesome. Airwolf was super cool. I enjoyed Airwolf. Val said, being a 70s kid, we had toys like Lemon Twists and Knockers, both able to break bones if not used properly. You can even look at playgrounds today. You know, they have like that. A lot of them have like that, like rubber grounds. You know, all their stuff is like plastic with like safety around it. You guys remember getting on a slide in the 80s? That metal slide that was out in the sun, and you like burn your ass like sliding all the way down, and half the time like your leg would get stuck, and you'd hear like the going down because you're dragging your skin on a burning hot freaking slide. Monkey bars and shit. People get hit in the face with swings. And what did they have? They didn't have rubber for us. They usually had rocks on the ground. If it wasn't like a gravel type setup, it was just the ground. You know, like you'd be lucky to get sand in some places, but for the most part, no. They're. You remember that thing that you would all sit on, and somebody would spin the hell out of it, and they'd keep spinning it until one of you flew off of it? It was like you guys got to know what I'm talking about. Playground was not a safe place as a kid. Let's get on this thing and spin around until one of us goes flying off of it. I'm telling you. Michelle says, I love playing tetherball. Tetherball is fun. You just don't want to be hit in the face with it. James is saying, my favorite toy of all was Hot Wings. They were little die-cast airplanes you would put on a zip line and make a screaming sound. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Mr. Rick said, I remember you can't do that on television if they say love. I remember you can't do that on television if they say love that. Yeah. Man is saying we ain't have any toys back in the 30s. Oh my God. Talking about that big Hot Wheels collection. Oh shit, Star Wars stuff is freaking awesome too. Michelle's oldest son maybe has 1,000. He stopped collecting though. I think I collect. Oh no, big collection of Hot Wheels. That's freaking awesome though. I love that people do that. Russell is saying, I used to watch The Real Ghostbusters every Saturday morning as a kid. Me too, man. I love The Real Ghostbusters. Jerry said, all we had, man, was a stick and a bicycle rim. My dad used to tell me, like, when I was a kid, we used to play with sticks and dirt. It's like, motherfucker, you lying to me. Just like you used to walk uphill both ways. I loved it. Melissa, you have to find Hot Wheels with rubber wheels. Really hard to find now. No, I don't know too much about Hot Wheels. And you can't do that on television. You say, I don't know, you get slimed. If you said what you said gets water. Okay, so it was water or slime. Yes, I do remember that. Man said we played with rocks. We played with rocks. Russell saying the first 3 seasons of Airwolf is the best. Season 4 is okay. Dude, I haven't seen it enough to know the difference between the seasons. So it is literally been since Airwolf was on TV the last time that I saw Airwolf. I remember it being a badass helicopter, though. Excuse me. James saying 3,000 Hot Wheels. That's awesome. I don't have a single one now. I don't either. I think somewhere packed away, I have like the black Lamborghini that you could open the doors, micro machine somewhere, because I always thought it was cool. And I remember keeping that. I think I have the black one and the white Lamborghini. I think I have 2 Lamborghinis somewhere. Jerry said, Val, was Knockers the big marbles with the string attached? I don't know. I don't know. Melissa said, man, ever throw rocks up in the air to watch the bats come flying? We used to clap our hands. So as a kid, when bats were around, we used to clap our hands because we were told as kids, if you like clap your hands, that it messes with their like sonar or whatever. That's probably not true, but we're all out there like idiots clapping our hands. Probably whoever told us that was sitting there laughing, while we were doing it as kids. It's probably how that went. James is saying, I love the monkey bars. I did too as a kid. I did too. The show that killed the cartoons on Saturday. What show was that? What show was that, DJ? Michelle said metal slides were the best. They just got rid of the last few around here. Now all they have is the slow shock slides. Yeah, like they were great. Until it was hot and your mom was putting you in like the 80s shorts with the little freaking, and you just slide down. It's just like your skin just dragging down the freaking slide. But yes, you could go way faster on those for sure. Hated merry-go-rounds at the playground. Tire swing. Michelle said it's called a merry-go-round, dude. Hell yeah. I get picked to push the kids often. Oh, I get it. Tire swing was my favorite. Oh, yeah. Melissa said, anyone else as a kid in gym class, parachute kickball under? No, I remember playing with the parachute, but I always thought we had something on top of the parachute that we would like throw up in the air. So it wasn't, I don't think there was anything under it when we played. Michelle said, we played regular parachute. Yeah, I remember parachute. I just don't know if what I did was regular parachute or not. Anyone remember the key cars? You place a key from the back and press the key to make the car go. I don't remember those. I don't. And I remember a lot of stuff. I don't remember those though. James is saying playing with deadly toys was fun. I love my chemistry set. Nearly set the kitchen on fire. It's like, oh, we'll give this to kids. We'll just give it to them in small amounts. It'll be fine. Liz said, I get so dizzy on those merry-go-rounds. People push them. I'd puke or get dizzy. Everybody got sick. Or you go flying off those things. Like, seriously. I hate the tilt-a-whirls at fairs. Like, as a kid, I loved them. Now, that's just a nightmare. That's just an absolute, like, for me, that's an absolute nightmare. Paula said, I watched some of the documentary and it was disturbing. Oh, what did I miss? What are you talking about for the documentary? Oh, let me know in the chat. Sorry. They still make those. I still don't know what they are. Oh, man. Saved by the Bell is another good one. Yeah, I mean, for me, at my age, that was like an after-school show. Like, I would come home. Like, I guess I'm thinking like 7th grade, maybe. I would come home and watch Saved by the Bell. I think that's about the time frame. 7th or 8th grade. 6th or 7th grade, maybe. I don't think it was 8th grade. The Fall Guy was a good show. It was. I like the Fall Guy. Hunter was a great show. The Transformers cartoon. Do you guys remember? what was the name of that? There was a show called Street Hawk that I loved. It was about a motorcycle that was all tricked out. Like that. I really like Street Hawk. And then what was the name of the one where the guy was he went back in time and Quantum Leap. I liked Quantum Leap as a kid too. That was another one that I liked. Melissa said, "Don't eat Big League Chew, then go on Spinning Rides." Sandlot. Yeah, Sandlot was awesome too. That was freaking awesome. How many seasons do they have of? Oh, I don't know about the Fall Guy. I have a few Hot Wheels and vans. In the window, you look in and see a picture. Oh, that's awesome. That's super cool. Yes, they were made of glass and sometimes they would shatter. Oh, Jesus. Saved by the Bell is the show on Saturdays. Oh, okay. I got you. Michelle said I fell off the monkey bars upside down in 3rd grade and was traumatized. It's like, no more monkey bars for me. The amount of things I fell off of, it's embarrassing. Jelly shoes and jelly brace. I remember those. I remember all the girls had the jelly shoes. Burning your ass on a metal slide. On a metal slide. That was cool. Melissa loves the monkey bars. Paula said, I love reading Rainbow. All right. James is saying, we also love to play with balsa wood airplanes every time I played with them, and they would get stuck on the roof. Oh, man. Michelle says, we make things with balsa wood. I love wooden toys. I remember having, I don't know if it was balsa wood, but I remember having a airplane that had like a rudder on the front of it, and there was a rubber band attached to it, and you would like spin the rudder, and then you could throw it, and then, you know, with the rubber band being twisted, you know, the rudder would turn on and it would actually fly. Michelle said, I loved Quantum Leap. Yeah, I did too. Like, that was so much fun. Jerry said, and MacGyver. Yes, and MacGyver was another one that was freaking awesome. Man said the Power Rangers. So I was not a fan of the Power Rangers. I was a Voltron fan, but I think that Power Rangers were just, I just kind of like aged out, you know. I think Power Rangers was just a little after my time, but I loved Voltron, and I felt like Power Rangers were just Voltron, and they did different things with it. Mr. Rick, I can't believe I forgot John Candy and Spaceballs. Yeah, barf. He's a Mog, half man, half dog. He's his own best friend. Val says, as a 70 kids, you can't forget the lovely game of lawn darts. Another wonderful, deadly. It's like throw the lawn dart up and run for your life. Like that's lawn darts. James said you would love Lincoln Logs. Oh, what? Yeah, I had Lincoln Logs and I had Constructs. Of course, I had more Lincoln Logs than I had Constructs. But as a kid, Duck Duck Goose and Mother May I gotcha. Russell said Quantum Leap is good. Didn't like the remake. I didn't even know they made a remake. I didn't even know they made a remake. We have quite a few. Oh, Lincoln Logs are still out there. Well, it makes sense. Hide and Seek, Kick the Can. That was another one. Ghosts in the Graveyard. We used to play all that stuff at nighttime. It was quiet on the set. The Dark Side of Kids TV on Netflix. Okay. All right. Oh, you brought it up too. Ghosts in the Graveyard. Yep. We used to play that too. Michelle said my brother's dog ate one set. He got really sick and made my son cry. That was about 5 years ago. Oh my God. DJ said, can you see this? I see it, buddy. I see it. I had those planes, Michael. I lost most of them. The other ones you would just, I had those planes, Michael. I lost more of those than the other ones you would just throw. Yeah. Oh yeah. Highway to Heaven. I don't remember Highway to Heaven. That one I don't remember. James said Tinker Toys. They were made of wood too. Oh yeah, I remember Tinker Toys. I didn't have a lot of Tinker Toys, but my neighbor did. My neighbor had them. Oh yeah. Well, you guys, we are at almost the 2-hour mark. Time flies when you're having fun, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here for tonight. Look, you guys, before I go, a couple things. One, I hope that you guys have a great holiday weekend. I hope that it's everything that you guys want. I hope that you guys get to spend time with your families, or hell, even get to spend time, if you want to be by yourself. I just hope that you enjoy your weekend regardless of what you do. Make sure that whatever you do, that you're staying safe, and enjoy the football and food day that's coming up. I can't wait for. You guys are freaking amazing. Don't forget, next week we will be doing Black Christmas, and I will make sure that you guys get the date and time here soon. And I can't wait. So if you do want to become a Patreon member or channel member, you can just click the join button below down there to do that. So you can watch Black Christmas with us next week. And you guys have a great Thanksgiving. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey, you